told myself I wasn't gonna cry. I'm gonna go and grab a tissue. Okay. I've not sat in front of my phone recording a video in 10 months. I'm back. If you're new here, you've got some catching up to do. This is a great place to start because I've also got some catching up to do. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. I'm going to be talking about why I quit YouTube. I'm going to be talking about my health. I'm going to be talking about what I'm up to now. And I'm going to be talking about whether or not I'm coming back to YouTube. Before I talk about any of that though, I want to talk about the reason why I started YouTube. About a year and 3 months ago, maybe a year and 4 months ago, I found out that I was going to be redoing my first year of college. I spoke about this before in a couple of videos, but I'm going to go into it more in depth here. I have a lot of health problems, and due to my health problems, due to being in hospital so much, due to missing so many days of college, I was going to fail my first year of college. There was no other way to put it. My teacher sat me down and said, look, we know you're trying your hardest, but as it stands, you are going to be failing this year, so you're going to need to retake it. And at that point, I realised that I needed something to do to fill my time. I still attended college for the rest of that year. I didn't just leave. I think it was about April 2025 that I was told I was going to need to retake my first year. I didn't stay at home. I kept going to college on the days I could, but I just felt like there was this kind of gap in my life. I mean, I knew that I was still going to be doing college, but I felt like I needed something creative to do to fill my time while I was kind of waiting for the chance to redo that year and start over. That's why I decided to start this channel. When I was constantly recording and uploading every week on this channel, I was so happy. It made me so excited. I loved filming these videos, I loved uploading them, I loved replying to comments. Such an overwhelming amount of love and support, and it made me so happy, and all I wanted to do was keep uploading videos. But I couldn't. I'm not gonna sit here and say woe is me and I've got a terrible, horrible life, because frankly I don't. I know that I am blessed to be able to wake up every day. I know that there are millions, if not billions of people on earth who have it a whole lot harder than me, and I absolutely don't want to sit here and act like I am some sort of victim. I'm simply going to explain my health story here. So around about 2.5 years ago, I got what I thought was food poisoning. I was incredibly sick. It was on a road trip as well. That didn't help. Yeah, I was on a road trip. I got incredibly sick, and to be honest, I thought I was dying. And then kind of as time went on, I kind of downplayed it in my mind, and I was like, oh, it was probably just food poisoning, you know, I obviously wasn't dying because I'm still here. But it kept happening, and it got to the point where every single day I was in massive amounts of pain, massive amounts of nausea. I was having really bad heart palpitations. There were times where I was very close to becoming unconscious from the level of pain I was in. And I was very delirious when I was having this pain, and this pain would go on for hours on end, almost every single day. Then I noticed that I started to lose weight. I'm shaking talking about this. Oh my god, I've never spoken about this on camera before. I'm literally shaking. So after about a month of this, I realised that I had lost 15 kilograms. I wasn't overweight or anything, so it did come as quite a shock, because I was still eating food whenever I could. I'm really gonna have to try not to cry in this video. So I went to doctors, and I was brushed off until the point where I said, I've lost 15 kilograms in a month. I'm really gonna have to try not to cry in this video. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. I'm gonna go and grab a tissue. Okay. I had all sorts of tests done. Everything the doctors and I could think of. I had ultrasounds, I had so many blood tests, and I'm not good with blood tests. I had an endoscopy. So with all these tests that they'd done, they still couldn't find anything. At this point, it had been over a year. I was barely eating because whenever I ate food, I knew that then the pain and the nausea was going to happen again. So I was barely eating, and I was losing, frankly, scary amounts of weight. At my lowest, I got to 35 kilograms, and I'm quite tall for a woman. I'm 5'8", so that was scary. I go into hospital and the doctors would tell me that if I didn't manage to gain weight soon, my organs would start shutting down and I would be dead. Which was really frustrating because I had no fucking clue what was going on with my body. Not everything I'm saying is completely in timeline order. Certain things happen before and after. But in, I think it was March of 2025, after begging my doctor for about 6 months to check my thyroid levels, after being gaslit and told you're too young to have thyroid problems, you know, you're only 17, it's not going to be your thyroid. After 6 months of begging, I got a phone call while I was in college one day and I was told your thyroid is incredibly overactive. We're going to start you on medication for it straight away. I was like, oh my god, this nightmare is over. This is what all of this has been. It's just been my thyroid level. They're going to put me on medication, it'll be under control. Oh, how naive I was. My thyroid levels played a part in it. I have what is called Graves' disease. Oh, no, I don't. I said in a video a while back that I have Graves' disease. They've now changed my diagnosis from Graves' disease to thyroid toxicosis, I think. So I see an endocrinologist every 6 months. I take medication for that. But even after taking medication for that, I was still having the health problems still. I felt like it wasn't really doing anything. And that kind of leads me to where we are today in terms of my health. I'm slowly gaining weight. I'm slowly getting better. I'm slowly kind of trying to push my body a bit more. Whatever this is, it still happens often. I'm still in pain every single day. I still have pain every single day. It's very weird to find out at 17 that you have a chronic illness and that it's likely you'll never live your life the same way again. It certainly changed the course of the rest of my life. Massively. Like, massively. So, with my health getting worse and starting back at college for my retake of my first year last year, it got really difficult to balance my health, college, my mental health, and YouTube videos, and something had to go, and the only thing that could go was YouTube. So, what am I up to now? Well, I finished my retake of the first year of college. I always said I was going to keep this bit private, but I'll tell you guys. So I have a partner. He is fucking wonderful, to be honest. He knows about my health stuff. He's been with me through the flare-ups. He's held my hand. I love him more than anything. I'm not sure yet whether he's going to be in any videos. He would like to be in videos, but I'm like, this is my channel. Get your own. But he might be in some videos. If you do want to pry and snoop, I don't blame you. I do post him on my Instagram quite a lot. I'll probably plug it here. I do post on my Instagram quite a lot if you want to see him, if you want to see the mystery man. I'm doing work experience at the moment. I do 1 day a week of work experience at a really brilliant marketing company that have been so amazing. I love the people there. I love what I do there, and it's really great. I'm not gonna obviously like name the company for privacy reasons. It just completely cemented in my mind that marketing is what I want to do professionally. Yeah, over the next year or so, I'm going to be trying to get more work experience. I'm going to try and do more courses for marketing. I'm just going to be trying to get as much experience as I can to try and like push me forward. Am I coming back to YouTube? Yes, I am coming back to YouTube. I really want to thank, oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. If it was you, you're going to know that it was you. So about a week ago, I received a message on Instagram from a very, very lovely girl from Italy, and she messaged me and she said that she had been watching my videos and that she really loved watching my videos and things. At that point, I was playing with the idea of coming back to YouTube. I was thinking about it all the time, and I went on my YouTube Studio app and I saw that I was at almost 200 subscribers, and I was like, what the hell? Because when I left, I was at 150. So I was like, but people haven't stopped watching. People are still watching, people are still finding me. When I received that message from her, that was what cemented in my mind fuck it, I'm coming back. This has definitely been a very different video to what I plan on uploading in the future. I don't plan on doing many emotional sit down talks like this, any woe is me victim videos. I just felt like before I came back, I owed you guys an explanation. I don't fully know what kind of content I'm going to be putting out yet. I can't lie to you guys and say I'm putting out this, and then this, and then this, because I'm going to be putting out whatever the fuck I want, frankly. This is my channel. It's my channel. And I also want to end this video by saying thank you so much to everyone who has continued watching this channel, even while I've been away. I see the comments and I appreciate them. I love you guys so much. Even if you just watched a single one of my videos, thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. I think I've said everything that I need to in this video, so thank you guys for watching. I'm back, bitches. I love you guys.